Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what in the actual fuck is going on? It's been a minute. Felt I needed to chime in today. A bunch of shit out there. To be honest with y'all, I got a lot of sources. I got a lot of inside connections. People, I know some people. Some people know me. I haven't heard anything on the strategic side for any of this bullshit. What I will say, because I've seen people say, oh, this is staged, it's theater, it's a novella. Possibly. On the other side of this coin, I have seen both of these motherfuckers go on these little rants before on social media towards different individuals, just never towards each other. Which leads me to believe this is definitely not staged, and it's two people who got their fucking pride hurt and are having a dick measuring contest in public. And that's concerning. And if I said I didn't understand it, I do understand it, because they're both power players. You have to understand the matrix and how both these gentlemen work. And they're operating at similar levels, but on different playing fields. As a CEO, Elon can say, no, we're not doing that. This is how we're doing it. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Like he's done with Tesla and Twitter, now X, amongst others. He makes the rules. You don't like it, you can get the fuck on. Some of the stuff's ended up in court, but for the most part, it's worked out in his favor. I get that. Cool. You're building your rules. It's like my house, my rules. I get it. Now, President Trump also has been at that level on the business side, but now he's on a different playing field with a different set of rules to play by. And just because he says something doesn't mean it necessarily happens in the same way it did when he was a CEO, or like Elon would like to see it happen. Do I believe that President Trump wants all of the Doge cuts codified into law? I do. Without a shadow of a doubt. It is not that fucking easy. This bill, this reconciliation bill, I'm going to get to that in a few minutes. Now, I get it. There's a bunch of people out there that's like, oh no, fucking Tom Massey and all these other fucking knuckleheads. Their heart is in the right place. I'm not going to talk shit and say they're fucking idiots. But they're clearly outside of the sphere of influence on what the fuck is going on behind the scenes and what the fuck is about to happen. Some of you probably don't know. You probably have an implication, especially if you've been following me and Lou for some time. So I got a fucking hog nut in. Motherfuckers push me to chew on my day off. It's too hot to sit outside and get a fucking cigar. I need to do is go get my truck and go back down to the fucking beach house. Fucking out here in the desert, sweating my dick off. Neither here nor there. So we've got the two different playing fields. President Trump understands both of these worlds. Elon does not. Elon sees the bits and pieces of it, but he doesn't understand that when the president wants something done, he tells the players, the powers that be within his sphere, this is what I want done, and you need to make it happen. Easier said than fucking done, especially when it comes to Congress and the Senate, because we still have players within those circles that are embodied in the corruption that's been occurring for the last 40 years. Let's call it 40 years. Maybe longer, maybe shorter. Who gives a fuck? The corruption's there. We all know it's there. It's pay for play. They're getting fucking kickbacks from the lobbyists, wherever they're getting their money from. We know you don't go to Congress or the Senate broke as fuck, making $174,000 a year, and 5 years later you're worth fucking $100 million. It doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. But I'm not going to get into that. That's not this rant. The idea behind this bill being passed is it's going to keep a whole bunch of taxes from dropping on our heads as the taxpayer. It's going to codify some of the tax breaks, no tax on Social Security, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime. It's going to relieve some of the pressure from Americans right now. Yes, there's pork in it, and I explained this in one of the X posts that I just responded to. Now, you have to understand that with the corruption we were just talking about, both with the House and the Senate, there is pork in every bill. There's never been a bill without pork. And why is this? Because we all want line item, single fucking subject matter bills. Cool. In theory, that's nice. Just like we all want women with gorgeous faces, big old fat booties, nice boobies. But it doesn't always work out like that. I get it. We can have hopes and dreams, but it doesn't always work out like that. Life occurs. Have a few kids, fucking things ain't the same, but you know what? You still got what you fucking wanted out of the deal. You got the woman you loved, you got the kids, this, that, and the other. Cool. Everything's fucking righteous. That's where we're at with this bill. There's gonna be pork. It's gonna affect our grandkids. Stop fucking sensationalizing shit. Stop. I get it. At face value, you look at it, oh, okay, yeah, that sucks. There's a bunch of pork in this bill. I get it. Trust the dude we just put in there to make the changes that are being made. We got the Genius Act fucking towards the end of this week into next week being passed. That should be then pushed through Congress and on the president's desk by the end of next week. Let's get the frame rails in place for the new fucking monetary system, the financial system, the banking systems. Everybody's ready to go live. We need the fucking laws on the books. Some other legislation is going to be coming down, but you have to understand, it doesn't matter that there's pork in this bill because there's like, oh, it's going to add $2.5 trillion to the deficit. Cool. Looking at it at face value, $2.5 trillion to the deficit. Okay, cool. What if there's no deficit? What if the debt's gone? What if in 6 months the 38 or 40 trillion dollar debt is gone? You always hear people talking about fucking 4D, 5D, 6D chess. Well over fucking played terminology. But the president did not campaign on coming in and spending more money and growing the debt. There's shit in the works legislatively that's going to address that. I got a cat losing its mind over there. Hey, knock it off. What's wrong with you? Leave that alone. So think outside the box. You guys got like that 100-foot view on this issue. Get that 30,000-foot view. What else is going on? And there's always a distraction. Could be a distraction, or it could just be fucking two dudes that are too used to being top dog in their respective fucking playing fields that are fucking going at each other. Well, the area that I come from, the expertise that I come from, and the field that I've grown up in, that shit gets people killed. You square your shit away in fucking private, and you go out and you fucking handle stuff in public. Like I've always been taught, you praise in public and you punish in private. We got issues, we're going to work that shit out before we leave the office, before we get into the field. And we walk out there, we're going to walk out there lockstep, arm in arm. Ain't nobody's going to ever know there was a fucking issue. These motherfuckers need to knock this shit off. They're both being bitches. Both of them are being bitches. They need to get the bitch out their heart. Yes, this is me fucking clicking off safe, showing clear. These fucking guys need to calm this shit the fuck down. The cloak and dagger shit may exist, but I highly doubt it. I think this is two dudes that fucking no, they don't like being told no. They don't like being fucking told their idea sucked. None of us do. It takes a man to be able to hear, yeah, hey, that sucks. There's a better idea, and here's what it is. Be able to listen to it. So they're both guilty in this. I'm not taking sides. I got the dark MAGA hat on. Boss and Elon. I support both of them. Got the American flag on it too. That's my favorite part because I'm an American before anything. But let it be known, Elon fucks up, I want him held accountable. President Trump fucks up, I want him held accountable. And this bullshit, oh, President Trump's on the Epstein list. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. This dude, like, it took me like minutes to calm myself the fuck down. Like, if Trump was any way associated with the ring that Epstein was operating, or any in that matter, for fact, the communist left would have fucking had him fucking in a gulag 4 years ago instead of making shit up and looking stupid. So let's be honest. Secondly, if he is on the list, why is Elon allowing his son to be unattended with someone he knows to be a pedophile? I posted 18 USC for human trafficking. He might want to fucking be careful. The best thing he could do in regards to that stupid fucking post that he put out was come out and say, hey, I said some shit that I shouldn't have. I didn't mean it. I was just fucking angry. I apologize. I'm withdrawing that. The Epstein list will be made available as soon as it's been properly vetted and the victims' identities can be protected. That's what should be said, because I've got inside knowledge on that on the professional side that I can't talk about because I have a clearance to maintain. You have to understand, when it comes to all those lists and shit like that, we want prosecution as federal law enforcement, investigators, so on and so forth. If we compromise the case in any way, shape, or form by releasing information to the public, we may not get that successful prosecution. We don't want the flash in the pan for social media, or to be able to go, I knew that guy was guilty. It has nothing to do with that. I want to be able to see the dude in the orange jumpsuit and him receive the consequences for his actions. I hope it would be the wood chipper, but I'm not holding my breath for that. Neither here nor there. Elon needs to tread softly because he's still fucking talking to the President of the United States. Right, wrong, or indifferent, Elon fucks up, his business fails, he fucks off into the sunset, he starts another one and continues his life. President Trump fucks up and his presidency fails. The country suffers, the people suffer. Let the man work his angles, let him fucking work his policies, and understand that you are still talking to the President of the United States. If you don't agree with them, you don't have to. Shut the fuck up and go do your thing. Not hard to understand. Not hard to understand. So, this big, beautiful bill, that is not what Trump wants. Trump wants line items, single subject bills. We all do. But the current setup with Congress and Senate, you will never, ever pass a piece of legislation, single subject, because of the corruption in both parties. Both the Republicans and Democrats, they're both corrupt. Fucking both feathers from the same bird. They're both fucking taking money from the same pockets and going into theirs. So without the pork, it's not going to pass. But understanding that there is stuff about to occur in the not so distant future where 2.5 trillion added to the debt doesn't mean shit. What if a year from now we're in the fucking bonus? Because the plans that are going into place and new systems and new technologies and stuff that you may or may not be tracking on. I can't break out the fat crayons and the big chief tablet as of yet because a lot of this shit is still in the works. But I see the framework of it. I see the guidelines. I see what needs to take place first. Like everybody keeps crying about the Ripple lawsuit and the SEC not being able to settle that. They tried. Ripple and the SEC agreed to settle, and the courts killed it and kicked it back. Why do you think that is? I think Judge Torres gives a singular fuck about closing this case and washing that fucking taste out of her mouth. There's no frame rails in place yet legislatively for this to occur. The minute that injunction comes off, it is fucking off to the races, and it's a fucking free-for-all with no legislation in place. So that legislation needs to be in place. You have to take that 30,000-foot view, otherwise you will not understand the intricacies of what's occurring at that fucking that micro and macro level. Make sense? So I'm 15 minutes in. I'm gonna fucking cut this shit off for now. I'll get back to talking some more shit on there. But as far as the X posts and fucking the boss and Elon both fucking going at it, man, get the fucking bitch out your heart. Delete your fucking tweets and your truths and all that. Delete them all. Post one. I should have taken this privately. I apologize to fucking involve everybody in this. The president and I, or Mr. Musk and I, are meeting privately. We're going to square away our differences and we're going to come out of the room unified. That's all that should be fucking posted. And they need to get together and fucking make it happen. I'm tired of this shit. I expect more, because that's how I would handle it, and that's how a lot of you would handle it too. I don't take my problems out of my house. We handle it in the house. Nobody ever sees fucking the problems that we may or may not be addressing. It's a unified front. Just like the family. Unified front. We got issues with one another. We fucking take care of it. We're not fucking blasting it all over. But neither here nor there. I love y'all. And I will catch you on the flip side. Mr. Spirit, signing off.